Bobby, a very, very hard fought point again tonight. What are your overall thoughts on that performance?
Deserved point. We knew it was going to be a tough game, 5 hours down here midweek. Very tough place to come. So we knew what we were in for. But to go away to Rylands, perform how we did, we've done well down there on Saturday. And to back that up with, I thought first half we weren't great. Probably 6 out of 10 first half. But we've still got in some real good areas and probably not done enough with it first half. They've had a couple of chances, obviously scored the goal, which we could see happening. You could see it coming from the throw. But the reaction to it, the players, and I think when, they might say different, but when you watch that game back, chances, we've had the best chances in the game. Yeah, they've had the ball, but they've passed it around like in the defensive third, especially second half, they didn't hurt. I don't think Dan's had a save to make. And then second half, we've scored. We've had a couple of chances. Their keeper's made a very good save. The lads did block one as it's going in on the line. So, yeah, to come here, get a point that's deserved, by the way. Really pleased with the players. And look, I've just said to the players, let's take stock of what we are and where we've come from. And my message to the players before the game was, don't be anyone else in this stadium. Great crowd, fair play to them coming out on a night like tonight, got behind the team. But I just said, let's come here and be heaven. And I think the players did that. Quality weren't there at times, but, I can't fault the players' effort, especially when they've committed, what they have today and this afternoon getting down here.
As you said, first half might have been a little bit disappointing, a little slow to start with, but the second half was a lot more pressing. What did you say to the lads at half-time to G them up?
I didn't have to G them up. I think they knew themselves. I thought, they were a bit disappointed with the first half performance, which is a sign of where we've come from. We came here and we got in some great areas. And I think on another day, Briggsy, there's one just before after they've scored where Briggsy, I'd back him to slot that in. Muzz had a good chance with, nearly stuff first half. And there were lads who were really disappointed with themselves. So I knew they were going to come out and, have a good goal second half, which we did. Again, some nearly moments. But, yeah, a point on the road, again, any point away from home's really good, especially when you come here.
One thing noticed on the sidelines was Ethan Wood and his pressing ability. He got man of the match tonight. What are your thoughts on his performance and how well he managed to press?
Yeah, he was brilliant, Woody, tonight. I thought you could tell after about 10 minutes, him and Muzza down that, linking up on that side were really good tonight. Muzza was good as well. We had to bring Muzza off, yellow card. You could see the linesman here was desperate to get involved in the game. Desperate. The ref did really well, actually. Really well to manage the game. And we just had to look after Muzz. We can't afford to be getting people sent off. And him and Woody, I thought, were exceptional tonight. And I'll say the back four, because they score a lot of goals off set pieces. And the last couple of minutes, they took 3 or 4 corners in, and we defended. We got first contact on everyone. Brilliant from the lads as a back four, but everyone that involved with the squad.
Finally, another really hard battle coming up over the weekend. FC United at home. Have you got a message to people to come down to Trust Group Stadium?
Look at this. Look at their fans. Our players have just gone toe to toe, and we're coming here, and I'm so proud of the players tonight, because you've travelled down here, you come here, and everyone expects these to go and walk the league. Them lads won't let that happen. They're going to give everything they've got. They're not letting these just turn up. I think you could tell who was a team tonight. They were good technically, individual players, but I think you could tell who the team was, and I think that's what's got us the point. And that's what we need at home. The lads give everything. We need everyone to come to the ground, and a great atmosphere in here. And we have the ultras. We need some more ultras. But yeah, come down and keep pushing these lads. They're giving everything. and they're staying positive after 2 great points this week, and we're looking to finish next week with a big win and 3 points. Cheers, mate.